very shortly.
So here we go, 3 minutes remaining of qualifying. Jan Larsen sat on pole at the moment with a 1:04.4. Dave Bell is only 0.016 away. Oh, it's practice, okay. No panicking. Well, if you're gonna do these sort of times in qualifying, then it's gonna be close.
Oh yeah, very close.
I personally got some laps done on this track, and if I remember correctly, the best I could do was high 1:05, and these guys are doing 1:04. So yeah.
Yeah, when I think it was probably about, was it about Wednesday we took to the track this week?
Might have been.
But there's certainly a quick track, and there's a lot of flowing corners to it.
Yeah, there's also that evil double right-hander that braking is actually while turning on the first right-hander.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Obviously, turning, and there's no ABS in these cars, so it's quite difficult to get it right.
And just as we speak, Larsen and somebody else went wide on that corner.
So, onboard feed is now live. So if you want to watch the action solely from the onboard cameras this race, head over to twitch.tv/RCLTV2.
And I see Ellis got a new livery.
Yes, he has. Nikobe has the same one as well, so this will be fun, trying to figure out who's who.
Well, we obviously know who number 1 is.
Yes, true. At least we do have
who it
numbers.
was last season.
So on to quali we go then. Obviously always good to catch up with the drivers in the week as well. It's good to see that Reed is aiming high for this season anyway. So qualifying gets underway. So what do you reckon pole time's going to be? A low 1:04? Possibly 1:03 maybe?
difficult to know, really. I mean, Larson and Ellis were pretty close in practice, and they did 1 minute 4.4.
I think it was around that, yeah.
I should think that would be qualifying setup, so not sure if they had anything in store. To have the advantage of surprise, but I don't know.
So James Reed has just started his flying lap. And James Reed is in fact the quickest driver in Sector 1 at the minute, going purple with a 19.6. Dave Ellis is now out on track. It's only mapped by Nick Ovey and Sim's still actually in the garage at the minute.
I've just noticed James Reed's got TRC sticker on his car.
I went blind as Jan Larson vanished. So Reed goes quickest then. Then Jones and Kramer follow in second and third. And Reed promptly spins it. Nigel Lee on another personal best lap at the minute. Kramer is doing the same. But Ellis has gone purple and purple in the first two sectors. Reed also on a good lap. Ellis takes pole for now, a 1 minute 3.9, wow.
Well, that answers your question.
It does. What does Nigel Lee do? He goes second, 1.7 seconds behind, 1.3 seconds behind, sorry. 1 minute 6.2 in the end. This is on board with Ellis. Well, actually, you're on board with Nigel Lee. Ellis doesn't improve his time. Doesn't seem to be... No, I was just thinking that. Oh, he's back now.
Technical difficulties. Last minute repairs on the car.
Yep, looks like Ovi's going out for a lap now. Ovi hasn't set a lap time yet. Christian Bravo's gone third. So that's a bit unexpected there. Still a few more drivers left to run, mind you, so See where he ends up after that.
We're missing quite a few drivers today, aren't we?
Cooper's not there, Ascoff's not there.
Kemp.
Yeah, Kemp's not here. So a lonely grid of about 10 cars or so. Eight minutes of qualifying done so far, and Ellis leads the way from James Reed, who has just popped into second with a 1 minute 4.9, and then it's Nigel Lee, followed by Den Bravo, Richard Strom and Kramer in 6th. 7th is Steele with Andrew Jones 8th, and at the minute 9th is Larson, 10th is Matt By, and 11th is Ovi. Nigel Lee just making his way out the pit lane. Ovi's on a lap at the minute.
Ovi takes second. So at the moment it's RLD dominating.
That it is. What's Larson up to? He isn't doing... Oh, he's on a personal best at the minute.
0.2 off on the second sector.
Up the hill and across the line. And that puts him second. Fastest final sector of the session so far.
That's a better time than practice for Larson as well, isn't it?
Could well be. No improvement for Larson in the first sector. Nigel Lee on a personal best at the minute. Can Larson improve across the line? He's a bit closer. Personal best 1 minute 4.2. He had purple sector 2 and 3. Just that first sector. Letting Dave Ellis through there, I think it was. So a quick rundown of the grid with 5 minutes to go is Ellis, Larson and Ovi, with James Reed, Nigel Lee, Christian Denbrava 4, 5, 6. Richard Strom is 7th, Matt By is 8th, Kramer is 9th, Sim Steele is 10th and Andrew Jones is 11th.
I'm going to have a little break before the end of qualifying. I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Ovi third, I think that was a new personal best for him. Yes, it was. Just 0.1 behind Larson now. It's going to be very close between the front three guys. and at the minute Reed is best at the rest. What can Ellis do as he comes up to the line? He doesn't improve, he had a personal best second sector though. Larson's just gone purple for sector 2 and he just got held up by one of the BKM cars. That's not going to help. 2 minutes 49 to go. Nigel Lee doesn't improve, he's slower. So Ellis with a very quick pace of a 1 minute 3.9 so far. So for those of you that missed it earlier, we are running 2 feeds for this race. One will be the main feed, which will give you every camera angle possible. And for those of you that want to watch from onboard each car, you can head over to twitch.tv/RCLTV2 and get the action all from the onboard cameras. Minute and 40 seconds left. Just enough time for 1 or 2 laps, as it looks like Nigel Lee is retired to the pit lane. James Reed has spun somewhere in sector 2 as well. James Reed currently 4th, of course. That looks like it was his outlap as well. So that's not ideal. It's going to get one more chance to get a lap time in here. And this will be his last lap. Who else is out there? Ovi is on a purple in sector 2. Larson doesn't improve his time and does a 1 minute 7. How's Reed looking so far? That's a normal sector for him, as Ovi sets a purple final sector, but he doesn't go quicker, and Reed spun it his final lap of the session's over. Ellis is on purple for sector 2 as well, 27.0. Sector 2 for Ovi has not appeared on my timing screen.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
Dave Ellis is still on pole.
is indeed. Just set another lap time, but it was slower than his personal best so far. Ovi, he's not going to be moving up, I don't think. He's not gone green at all so far. Larson makes it 1 minute 4.024 to close the gap. It looks like Ellis is going to be on pole for the 3rd round of the season. Ovi's going to stay in 3rd. That was a long way off his current best. And I think that is in fact everybody finished now. Andrew Jones finishing up and almost coming off the track. So they managed to break the 1 minute 4 barrier in qualifying then, with Larson only 0.092 behind like he was in the practice session as well, so really is not much to choose between these two. As Jones comes back to the pit lane. So that's your grid then: Ellis, Larson, Ove, Reed, Lee, Brava, Sim still 7th, Strom, Matt Pye, and then it was Kramer and Jones for Sega FF1M Racing.
That's actually a pretty steep hill.
Yeah.
Especially looking at it from this take.
Let's just hope that RLD don't have any issues with fuel then. Because otherwise they could be in trouble. Just getting ready for the start of the race then. Quick prediction before we start, or shall we not risk it?
I'm gonna go for Ellis.
Ellis does seem like a safe bet at the minute. Quickest in the 2 practice sessions, and looking like he could be on for his 2nd win in a row at the minute. But obviously we'll have to see how things go.
He wasn't the quickest when practicing.
Was he not?
No, it was Larson, but Ellis was just like 0.016.
Ah, okay.
So it's gonna be Ellis and Larson on the first row. Well, not actually row, because it's rolling start, but...
Enough of a row to guarantee that it's a row. Either way, it'll be Ellis and Larson leading us around with Ove and Reed. Good qualifying by Reed actually, 4th. Lee 5th and Brava 6th. I think that could be Brava's highest qualifying as well. And then of course we've got Steele and Strom 7th, 8th, Matt by Kramer 9th, 10th, and Andrew Jones rounding out the field in 11th. So around the final corner we come. Safety car peels off and we are waiting for the lights, which now go green. Ellis leading through the first turn. Larson managing to stay in 2nd. Lee's up to 4th with James Reed going down to 5th. Looks like it could be 6th because Bravo's trying to get down the inside of him. Has everyone made it through safely? Matt By is off the track. Apart from that, yes they have. Oh, Lee giving Ove a tap, and I think that's paused, ready to go off into the wall. That's not what he wanted. Can Reed get back on track safely? So, top 3. Larson in 2nd and Ove 3rd, all down, chasing down Ellis at the minute. End of lap 1, looks like Larson could be about to make a move on Ellis. Down into the first corner and she makes it through into 1st.
Yeah, he did take the fastest lap even though he wasn't starting on pole.
Indeed. So frantic action so far. I don't think Reed's going to be too pleased that he's been in the wall after a couple of corners though. Reed not pitting, he's down in 8th at the minute. Bit of a gap between Ellis and Ove. Ovi's also got a cushion behind him. Everyone's got a cushion behind them really, apart from 5th, 6th, 7th, they're quite close together. Jones down the inside of Kramer. I think he may have done it coming up the hill here. Yes, he has, and Strom's going to follow him through. Oh, they're going 3 wide, they can't do that surely. No, Jones hasn't made it. Reed looking to get past Strom into turn 1. Wow, it's blaming tight. He finally makes it into turn 2. Great action here so far. At the front, Ellis has kind of started to close the gap to Larson, about 0.4, 0.5. Here comes Reed on Jones. Reed's going to be suffering a few handling issues after that contact on turn 3, surely. Although it doesn't seem to be affecting him so far.
Got a run on Jones.
Straight through, easy does it. Ellis doesn't seem to be able to keep up with, well, he can keep up, but he can't find a way past Larson. And Ovi dropping back by almost 1.5 seconds from Ellis. Reed's next target is of course Kramer. Although Jones is down the inside of Reed now. Does he retake the place? I think he has done. Yes, he has. Looked like he could have forced Reed out slightly wide there. Jones going wide. Is there going to be room for Reed? Hey, you know that creepy thing he was on about, the UIs matching? I think there might be, you know. Ellis fastest lap. He's got that gap down a bit. Whoa, Kramer!
Oh my god!
It's Kramer rolled it!
Oh my god! Oh my god, Jones just flipped Kramer. Oh wow.
Kramer's still going, I think he managed to hold on to it somehow.
Lost his bonnet.
Ellis looking to find a way through on Larson at the minute. I think there may be a few words that say Graph F1M when this race is done. Two wheels isn't exactly how you want to be going around the first corner now. Ellis fastest lap again, 1 minute 4.3.
Watching a replay now of what happened with Jones and Kramer.
Bravo looks to be gaining on Sim Steel here. Racing incident between those two. I don't think there was much wrong between either of the drivers there. As Ellis has got a run on Larson coming up the start-finish straight here. Let's hope they can get round turn 1 without flipping each other over. Of course they do, line the outside again. way through, Kramer has retired. No surprise there after the incident. What's going on? There's a battle going on for 8th, that's what's going on. Well, there was. Jones is... I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest. Timing screen's blinking all sorts at me at the minute.
It's been a crazy 8 minutes.
Well, it's not even 8 minutes yet, is it? Ellis into turn 1 again. Has he got it made even? I think he could have done. Can Larson stick it around the outside for turn 2? He has done yet again.
How on earth does he do that?
I don't know, this is the 3rd weekend in a row he's managing to do this.
He's gone round the entire first sector, round the outside of every corner, with Ellis on the inside.
It's amazing. Hovey was quicker than Ellis that last lap. Jesus!
I think the UI with the light orange is a lot more readable than red.
Does seem to be.
I'm not sure how it looked on the screen, but...
Yeah, it looks alright on the stream. I've got like 50 million windows open watching this race at once. Ellis can't find a way through, he's going to have to think differently, perhaps trying the outside so Larson can't stick it around there. Oh, Ellis, that's going to cost him some time. Matt Bye's in the pits. What's Matt Bye doing in the pit lane? Very early for a stop. Wonder if he's had an issue somewhere on track. He'll burn the engine out if he's not careful. On his way he goes. And yeah, that has cost Ellis quite a bit of time. 0.5 seconds in the second sector. Larson going purple there. But Ellis goes purple in sector 3, 0.4 quicker than Larson. You know, we've only had 10 minutes of this race so far.
I know if you said.
So in the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th, it's Lee, Reed and Strom. They've got a good distance between each other though. There's at least like 13 seconds between those guys. Really right now closest battle is obviously between Ellis and Larson. Ellis has gone purple in sector 1 yet again. And they've almost got an identical time for sector 2.
Reed actually gaining quite a bit from the incident between Jones and Kramer.
Yeah, did he pick up both places at once there?
Yep. It's up to 5th. So he's more or less back to where he should be after the incident on the start.
Perhaps not with the car where he wants it though, that's the only problem.
I don't know, he's still catching his teammate Nigel Lee.
Larson was a bit locked up into that corner there. Ellis gaining right up on him. And Larson very, very wide. Don't think Ellis will find a way through there though, but could he have a run up the hill? Pretty evenly matched this lap so far in sector times. Here he comes up the hill. He's not close enough though.
And I guess that you might assume that fancy stuff it was meant to do now.
Yes indeed, but ignore that because Larson's gone very, very deep into that same corner again. Where is he? He's there. Hanging around the outside as usual. Could this be another chance for Ellis? He's alongside. I don't think he's quite far enough alongside though. See, the only issue I have with these guys going at it is the highlights turn into an entire reel against those for half an hour. But hey ho, it's all fun and games. Larson's managed to get it nice and tight for that corner this time round.
But still it seems Ellis got a better exit.
We've got Reed and Brother, and by pitting all at once here. And we've got Ellis going for the lead once again. Oh lord, that's not going to end well, surely. How has Larson managed to do that again?
It'll be fine.
Looks like Matt Bai has just rejoined in front of them, and down a lap he goes. Down 3 laps. How's Matt Bai ended up that far behind? Obviously missed something there. I was saying that, he's made 2 stops to these guys 0, so that's probably where all that time has disappeared to.
I'm guessing with a short track like this, probably miss a lap, but they stopped pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, when I was watching Bai, he had like a minute 20 in the pit stop at least, so that's a lap and a bit. And he's already been in there 2 minutes 23 so far, so Jones is pitting. It'll be interesting to see where everybody does appear once these stops are out the way. Because obviously we've got a good battle going on for Ovi, Lee, Strom, Reed for 3rd. They are a bit spaced out, but strategy could perhaps play a part in closing the gap between them. Reed is the next car to be lapped. And it's almost running in the back of Larson out of turn 1 there. Oh, Larson's too late on the brakes now, surely. Gets it slowed down somehow. Larson on the inside. Ellis has still not managed to make it through around the outside. You know, Reed could be the chance that Ellis needs here. Depends, of course, where he catches him on the circuit. Get a flag out there somewhere. Strong pits, Ovi's in from third. Is Ovi going to beat Nigel Lee out? No, he's not, I don't think, you know. Oh, Nigel Lee's pitted, so that answers that question. Who's that you're looking at on the stream? Oh, two leaders.
Ellis and Larson from Reed's car.
Ovi back on track then, a 43-second pit stop as James Reed moves his way up into 4th. Ovi trying to clear Jones, down the inside he goes into turn 4.
Larson pit.
So this could decide who is going to be our race leader right here.
And Ellis is having a bit of traffic now.
And you get a flag as well. Larson exiting his box in. Ovi's gone through on Larson, that's a surprise. So I wonder if pitting early was... well, pitting a lap early is the best thing to do, because Larson had a pretty good advantage over Ovi before the stops.
Oh my god, have you seen pit entrance on this track?
It's rather tight.
Ellis is still in the pits and Ovi's already on the final corner.
Has Ovi managed to jump both of these front two?
Massive accident behind Ovi. And Ovi takes the lead.
It does indeed. Where's Larson? Larson's through as well, so Ellis has dropped 2 places. Have we managed to find out who it was that... Who was it that spun out behind Ovi?
I think one of them was Matt Byer involved in the accident, but... it was one of the UPS cars.
So Ovi takes the lead through the pit stop phase. We were saying this is going to be an interesting pit stop phase. We didn't quite expect Ovi to take the lead though.
Watching a replay from Matt Byer now, but I'm not sure if it might have been his teammate.
Strom catching his teammates at the minute. Half an hour to go then. Ovi leads on lap 20, followed by Jan Larson and Dave Ellis, who have both dropped down after Ovi jumped them. Reed is 4th with Nigel Lee in 5th. 6th is Dan Bravo with Andrew Jones in 7th. Sim Steele is 8th. 9th is Richard Strom. 10th is Matt Byer and Kramer. retired on lap 5 after nearly rolling in the first turn.
It was actually steel. Strong spin set.
So talk us through this replay then.
And then steel slightly taps the rear of Strum, causing him to go off the track into the little rampant fence and fly into the air.
So Steele really had nowhere to go there looking at the replay.
And guess what? This is live and it's Strum overtaking Steele.
There's an entire lap between Steele and his teammate Bai in 10th now.
I'm wondering if Obi's on a different strategy here. How far was he before the stop?
He was at least 5 seconds behind Ellis at the last check, and that was a couple laps before the stops.
Or maybe he was saving fuel or something while Larson and Ellis were battling out.
Well, it could have been. I mean, his best lap is a 1 minute 4.7 compared to Ovi and Ellis, not Ovi and Ellis, Ellis and Larson with the 4.3, 4.3. It's hard to say.
This again looking like a two-stopper.
Ovi's gone
Or
and
maybe
done.
3.
What lap did we pit on? I think it's about lap 18 one till we pitted. Might be, yeah, should be a 2-stop. Just. I think Larson's slowly starting to catch Ovi here.
Although Obi was 43 seconds in the pit compared to Ellis's 47. So there goes 4 seconds.
Yeah, that was about the gap between the two as well.
But then how is Ellis 7 seconds from Obi now?
It
Obi
will be a
gained
mystery.
a lot on the pit stop.
Yeah, he has done already. I mean, his pit stop time was only 2 seconds quicker than Larson, but remember that Ovi was the first to pit of the 3. I wonder if that gave him an advantage.
What, extra laps with fresher tyres and no traffic probably?
Quite possibly, yeah, and if Larson and Ellis had slow laps on their worn out tyres as well, that's going to have helped. So not much happening between the front runners at the minute. Sim Steele is in the pit lane. It's a long stop, probably repairing the damage that he suffered in his incident.
So James Reed stopped to 4th. He took the place from Nigel Lee. And Larson seems to be quickly catching Ovi.
Yeah, he gets down to 2.5 now. It's not by much each lap, but it's at the rate he's going, it'll catch him long before the end of the race. Well, Reed looks like he could be about to better his Brasilia result, but obviously there's still 22 minutes to go, so he's got 10-second advantage over Lee.
I see the timer on the live timing has been fixed since last season.
Yes, it has. But it was.
Did you just get rid of a minute or something?
No, it was actually broken in the first 2 races as well. It was a bit out of whack there, but since I did the UI as well, I've kind of used the same calculations for the time, and it seems to be working better.
Huh?
It is 1 second out of whack, but I can't fix that.
Oh no, not a whole second.
I know, right? Meanwhile, Czech Larsen only 2 seconds, well 1.8 seconds behind Ovi now, 1.7.
We're on board here and we can already visually see what's the gap. I mean, it's getting really quick now.
He took 0.7 seconds out of Larsen in the final lap, last lap. And another 0.2 in this first sector.
You mean Larsen from Ovi?
Yes.
Ovi going wide there. Or it looked like it. Ovi approaching a bit of traffic now as well.
That looks to be then Brava, who is currently in 6th place. Good result for him so far. Or good race I should say, he's not finished yet. Off the way nicely though. This is the closest battle on track at the minute, and Ellis is also quicker than Larsen and Ovi as well, going almost an entire second quicker than Ovi on that last lap. So he could be in the mix for first as well very shortly.
Only one retirement so far, being Kramer, which had an incident with his teammate, I do believe.
Was indeed. So they're going to have some explaining to do once Jones gets out of the car.
Meanwhile, back to the race leaders. Larsen is about to overtake Nick Ovi.
He is indeed. Can Larsen put it down the inside for turn 1? There he goes. And Ellis was a second quicker on that last lap than Ovi as well, so Ellis is going to be very close.
Bit of a slide at the end of that corner for Larsen.
This strategy of Ovi's is going to get interesting for the final stop, I think, because that was about, what, 5 laps it took Larsen to catch Ovi? So it really depends what point they stop for the final one, because Ovi could still hang on to the lead if he does manage to get back in the lead.
And I do believe the window is about to be open. There's 18 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
20 laps of fuel, get you to the end. Ellis was quicker. In fact, Ellis was the quickest cut through that last lap was again. 1.9 behind Ovi. Ellis, what's Ellis doing? He's another 4/10 up, if not more. Gets down to 1.9 seconds.
Bit wide there.
Only 5 cars remaining on the lead lap at the minute. RLD's new livery does look pretty cool, I must say.
Oh, he's spun it.
Oh dear. So that's going to put OV way out of contention for this race. It's going to be between Larson and Ellis for the victory, I think, now. Ovi had been losing a lot of time the past couple of laps. I wonder if his tyres have pretty much had it now. So that's cost Ovi a good, what, 10 seconds I'd say, if not more. James Reed in the pit lane for his final stop of the race, 16 minutes to go. And away he goes. Looks all to be on time so far. Where's he going to rejoin? He will be ahead. Oh, he's been lapped by Ellis actually. Looks like there's a massive brake lock up overhead somewhere.
Mr. Larson.
Ellis, what's Ellis doing? Slowly catching Larson. It's going to be between the pit stops, I think. There's a yellow flag. Boss, no, that's not. Oh, whoa, what's Jones doing? That's going to have cost Ellis a lot of time.
Jones having a race to forget with incidents.
Does appear that way so far.
Ovi's in the pits and so is Jones.
Ovi's going to be hoping he can get out ahead of Jones here, I think.
I'm guessing Jones couldn't even see what was coming.
Yeah, to be fair, it was on a blind corner, but he perhaps could have recovered that a bit better than driving straight across the track. Don't think it did any damage to the two, so that's something. Lee coming into pit lane as well. Ovi has got past Jones.
Watching the replay now. Oh, Jones actually hit the tyre bundle. He actually spun it going back to track. Ooh.
Wow, that was a pretty heavy hit actually. So, Ovi's finished his stop, and it's still Larson, Ellis, Ovi, Reed, top 4. Lee is 5th, Dan Bravo 6th. That was car off somewhere, not sure who it was. It was him still. Seems still not particularly having a great race either, to be honest. Oh no. Looking at that, it looks like Jones could see Ellis coming. But, hey ho. Stewards may have to have a look into that one. Ellis, of course, now got a lot of work to do to catch up to Larson after that. It's put him 7.5 seconds behind.
Jones actually overtaking Steele, or trying to.
Is that for position? Yeah, it is.
And I do believe that's Larson behind these two.
How has Jones already fallen another lap behind? I'm not sure. Larson pits though.
But Jones pitted.
Oh yeah, of course.
Remember?
That makes more sense. Ellis goes through to go and do another lap. He's got 10 minutes to make up 7 seconds. I shall be very impressed if he does manage to do that. So Larson should comfortably get out ahead of OV, and he does so. That's his final stop of the race out the way. Question now remains, when is Ellis going to pit, and where will Ellis feed back out? I'm guessing it will be second.
And I'm guessing it's going to be this lap.
He's going to have to do a monster final stint if he wants to get back up to Larson. Ellis is indeed in the pit lane. And Ellis is already on his way out actually, I think. Unless RLD have got a longer... No, Ellis is on his way out. This is going to be interesting. Has Ellis managed... No, he's not quite. I wonder if Ellis is skimping on fuel. He's got 9 minutes, which is about 9 laps.
Bit less than 9 laps.
Of course, the only risk is you may have to do that extra lap at the end.
True.
How's James Reed doing with Nigel Lee and Den Brava? They're still 4th, 5th and 6th.
He's, Ellis is 5 seconds less pit time than Larson and 6 seconds less than Ovi.
Interesting. In fact, Reed is catching Ovi at the minute. He's only 5.8 behind and 0.4 quicker in the first sector. Lap 37, Larson leads from Ellis, Ovi Reed, 5th is Nigel Lee, Den Brava 6th. Richard Strom is 7th, with Sim still 8th, Andrew Jones is 9th and Matt Bayer is 10th, and the only retirement so far is Kramer in 11th place. as Stromm gets out of the way of the leaders.
7 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. And Ellis might be going for the overtake again.
I think if Ellis wants this crazy strategy to work, he's going to have to make the move fairly soon. But as Larsson's proven for the entire season so far, it's not easy getting past. Now remember, Larsson did make a mistake in closing stages at Brasilia as well.
Indeed.
Another yellow flag somewhere. It's not cleared yet either, so that's going to be somebody parked on the side of the track, I think. It's got cleared now either way. So Reed is only 6.2 behind Obi at the minute. I don't think he'll catch him before the end of the race at the current pace he's running though. As Richard Stromm sets his personal best lap of the race. That's quite late on to be doing that. Sun slowly starting to set at Taruma here. Track temperature 32 degrees still though, 25 outside. Five minutes remaining. Oh, Larsson quite deep into turn 1 there, he's missed the apex by quite a way. So if Ellis' fuel strategy hasn't gone right, he's got a 26-second gap to Ovi at the minute. So if he needs to coast it round on the final lap, he has got time. Ooh, whoa. Ellis a bit sideways there. And if you want to watch the battle unfold between Ellis and Larsson on board, you can go to our second feed, which is twitch.tv/RCLTV2. Sim still retired. Don't think Ellis has quite got enough to catch Larsson at the minute. I think he may be in fuel saving already, to be honest. Although he was quicker in this first sector. 3 minutes 20 seconds remaining of the race. Yep, Ellis was slower again that lap than Larsson. I think our prediction of Ellis winning this may have gone down the drain after the incident he had between Jones.
Well, we know Larson's going to be there. It's just trying to have a good guess, but...
I think Ellis is definitely in a fuel saving mode. You can hear him short shifting at the minute.
Taking the first corner in 6th gear.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Not even coming out of 6th. Minute and a half to go. This could be the final couple of laps here.
Wouldn't it be a better strategy to just pit?
Possibly, but the problem is the pit entrance is probably going to be like, well, the entire pit lane itself probably about 40 seconds. And the fact that Obi's catching Ellis probably doesn't help as well. Minute to go, this is probably going to be this lap and then one more. Ellis is really having to fuel save and almost running into the wall as well.
Guess who he's got behind him?
He has Jones behind him at the minute, I think. Ellis is going to be praying this is the last lap because he's driving around in 6th the entire way at the minute. Has he run out of fuel? Oh no, he's still got life in the engine. Like I said earlier, at least he's got that gap to Ovi because he's going to need it. Race is over. Larson's going to come home and take his second victory of the season. And he does so now. So 45 laps for Larson. Second win of the season. That's going to have boosted his championship up yet again. Ellis does make it home in second, driving the entire last lap in pretty much 6th gear, and I think he's just run out of fuel. Ovi third. Or he should be anyway, as long as he don't run out of fuel. Reed takes his best ever finish in the RCL GSC Championship for 4th. His teammate is going to be 5th. Strom was 6th, Christian Denbrod was 7th. Andrew Jones 8th and Matt by 9th, and here comes Nigel Lee to take 5th.
Good result for the team.
Yeah, double point score.
Reed and Lee, with Reed and Lee in 4th and 5th position.
So, wasn't the winner that we thought it could be. We'll never know if that incident between Jones and Ellis was the cause, but certainly seemed to have an effect.
Well, things like this can happen. This is racing.
Well, yeah. I just noticed that apparently thunderstorms going on with Matt By, and Dan Bravo was saying if the lightning hits the UK then he'll win this. But yeah, I enjoyed that race actually.
Yeah, pretty fun. Nice battles going on. Tracy first 10 minutes. Incidents, accident. Overtake. Had a bit of everything.
Indeed. So we will of course get the main feed and onboard feed uploaded to YouTube as soon as we can. Should be in the next half hour or so. Where are we off to next week for round 4? We are actually in El Salvador, which if I remember is a street circuit.
Which is going to be adding icing on the cake.
But obviously make sure you join us then, because I'm sure that will be a very interesting race. Was it Salvador that Matt By ended up with pretty much no car? Or was that somewhere else?
I have no idea. It might have been.
Oh well. Before we go, don't forget that Spa 24 Hours is running at the minute, so I'm not sure what's going on in it, mind you, but I know it's running. So you can watch that live on their website, which is, I think, blancpond-endurance-series.com. Somewhere like that. You can Google it or something.
You can post it on Twitter.
Indeed.
So stay tuned, and for GSC, we'll see you again next week.
Is it DTM next week? No, it won't be because I've already done
no.
Hungary.
Yeah. And I think that... Oh, it might be. It might be Spa.
Oh yes. Spa, of course, a pretty good circuit. Always a good favourite between the drivers.
Sure is. One of my personal favourites. If not my favourite. So that should be interesting. But before then we'll have the GSC race, so
Yes.
we'll inform you of the future schedule then. So I think that's it from Taruma. And we'll see you all next week.
Yeah.